Hello everybody and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm DJ and today we're going to be making ginger garlic pork steaks. These pork steaks are directly from the freezer. I'm simply going to put them into the crock pot just right on top of each other. They don't mind, they're dead, don't worry about it. Just stack them. So we'll get rid of this. Right. So the first thing is, anytime you're using a crock pot, you need a little bit of liquid in there, whether it's barbecue sauce or soup stock or whatever. We're going to use ginger ale today because we're making ginger garlic pork steaks. So I'm using diet to keep the sugar content down and the carbohydrate content down. So I'm thinking I'm going to put in about a cup. Generally, you don't need that much liquid in the crock pot. Shouldn't need more than a cup or so in this size. The juices from the meat will eventually come out and the fluid level will rise in here. So I'm simply just going to pour this on top of those pork steaks. Alright. And then to boost the ginger flavor a little, and use actual ginger root. Make sure to take the outer coating off, so like so. Be careful not to cut my finger off, that wouldn't be good. Alright. Then got this nice cleaver here, which is really good when you're mashing stuff up. Generally, I like to use a grater when I'm using my ginger, but it's currently missing. I have no idea where it's at, so we're going to use this instead. Alright. And I'm just going to rock it. Alright. The other thing these knives are great about is you can just kind of scoop up right back onto the knife. But be careful, don't cut your fingers. And I'm just going to, sprinkle it around in there. So some's going to sit on top of the meat, some's going to just float to the side. I'm just going to let that sit in there. Now next we're going to be using the garlic. And I've got some fresh garlic here that I've already peeled. So again, just going to use the same rocking action to chop the garlic. Don't worry, the counter's totally clean. Besides your guests, they'll never know. Unless, of course, you're videoing like I am and watch the video. Yeah, it's probably best to keep these out of the way because, yeah. Anyway. So, I'm going to give this garlic a nice mincing. Do the same, just kind of sprinkle this around in there. Get those garlic flavors going in there. And ginger on the back side here. And roll this garlic up here. Now I use 4 cloves, you could use 6, you could use 8, depending on how much garlic you like. And that was probably about 2 tablespoons worth of the fresh ginger. So, you could also press the garlic if you like, but I find when you're cooking for long periods in the crock pot that if you just mince them, it works better because you haven't released all of their juice, and it'll release in the crock pot over time. So, just going to add in a little bit of fresh pepper. Again, as little or as much as you like. And just a little bit of salt. And try to put that around the edges and not on the meat itself. the lid on, just set it to high, and come back in about 7 to 8 hours. So this is a great thing you could start before you go to work, and it'll be ready for dinner when you get home. So we're going to let this cook, and we'll come back later this evening and see how it turned out. Okay, everybody, welcome back. As I said earlier, we're going to wait about 8 hours or so, and here we are back again. So the pork has cooked down quite nicely. I'll show you that in a moment when we plate it. Right now I'm going to make some faux mashed potatoes out of cauliflower. I've just steamed the cauliflower in the microwave. I'm going to add it to the Cuisinart. And I put a little bit of butter in. I have about 2 cups of cauliflower, and I just put in about a 1/4 cup of butter. So I'll put that on here. And I'm just going to pulse it. A little bit dry, so gonna add just a little bit more butter. Another 2 tablespoons or so, and I'm just gonna let it go. Beautiful. There we are. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks quite like mashed potatoes. And the taste isn't too far off. Okay. I'm going to grab a wide spatula to remove the pork from the crock pot. The pork will be quite tender. Indeed, quite tender. Alright. You can see that here. It's pulled away from the bone, and here's some of that garlic and ginger from earlier. Now I'll take a little bit of this mashed cauliflower here. And here we have our dinner. Now we could add a vegetable, another vegetable if we like, or salad would go nicely with this. So let's see. Let's try this first. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And now we'll try some of this pork. You can see it's very, very tender. I can pull it apart with my hands. The flavor is just brilliant. Thank you.